and then pin. Let me just work out. Do you know how to pin on Zoom?
I've not got the foggiest, I'll be honest.
I've got it, don't worry. You on mute. And off we go. So we're going to start seated today. Oh, I tell you, my legs are feeling stiff. Good. So starting seated, hands relaxed into the lap, closing into the eyes. As we begin with a little bit of grounding, allowing ourselves some space and also time to think of our intention for our little practice this evening. Whether it's just to completely unwind, whether it's you'd like to dedicate it to someone that you care about or you're thinking about at the moment. Maybe you're offering yourself some forgiveness this evening, whatever it might be, just bringing that to the forefront of your mind for our practice this evening. Going to take a nice slow flow and then a moment of relaxation to end. And while we're here in our seated position, I'd just like you to think of one thing that made you smile today. However big, however small, bringing that element of positivity into the forefront of your mind. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, notice that feeling that it gave you. Allow it to travel to all corners of the body, through the fingers, through the toes, to the crown of the head. Good. Take a nice deep inhale in through the belly, inflate it like a big balloon. And then as you exhale, draw navel to spine. And again as we inhale and exhale. Taking one more nice and slow on the inhale. Lovely. And your exhale nice and slowly. Going to take some Tribalapati breath this evening. So it's quite nice to take one hand on heart, one hand on belly, just to regulate the breath and sort of tune in. We're going to inhale for 1 and exhale for 2. I'll count it for you, but gradually the 1s and 2s are going to get quicker. So when you're ready, take an inhale for 1, exhale for 2. Good. Inhale 1, exhale 2. Inhale 1, exhale 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. And you can release the hands again and just begin to breathe normally. Try and keep the posture nice and tall if you can. Good. Just beginning to move into the fingers and into the toes and add in some movement for the head. Remember the breath as you move, just being careful to protect your head as it tilts backwards. And then whichever direction the head is moving in, just change in direction. Wonderful. When you're ready, you can bring the head back to level and begin to open into the eyes. Lovely. Going to take the legs nice and wide, or as wide as they will comfortably go. Making sure that you're sitting nice and tall. Just taking a moment here. Good. And again, take a nice deep inhale, pulling from the crown of the head. And exhale. Taking a bend into the right leg, drawing it in towards the left. As we slide that left hand down the leg and lift up to the right hand side. Sometimes it feels quite nice with this pose to lift up slightly and then exhale, fold. Try not to fold too far forward. Try and keep everything nice and open and aligned. Putting the breath into that right side body as you fold. Good. Last round of breath here. And then when you're ready, lifting that top arm back behind you as we sweep up. Kneeling into that right leg as we lift. Good. Really pushing that chest towards the sky. Last round of breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, circling back down. And changing side, so extending into that right leg this time. Drawing the left leg in, slide that right hand down. You can take a yogi lock, which are your 2-piece fingers around your big toes if you want to. Remember, the aim isn't to get the hand towards the foot, it's just to be able to feel the stretch. Remember the breath, always folding on the exhale. And throughout our practice, feel free to have the eyes closed. It's completely up to you. This is your moment to unwind, to let go, to forget the day that's been and just to live the evening in the present, free from distractions. So we take our last round of breath here and bringing that top arm back as we sweep all the way up. Good. Expanding, opening into the chest. You can really lean back and allow the head to lower back. Good, last round of breath here, inhale, and when you're ready, exhale, lowering all the way down. And just drawing the soles of the feet together now, just butterflying the knees. Walk the feet closer towards you if you'd like a deeper stretch, and gradually just shifting forwards into bound angle pose. It's up to you whether you'd like the arms out in front already or whether you want to sort of grab hold of the feet. You can allow the chins coming towards the chest as you find that position that's comfortable for you. Remember, always folding on the exhale. Taking 3 more rounds of breath in as you inhale and exhale. Good. And last round of breath, inhale and exhale. Gradually peeling yourself all the way up, draw the knees together and just shifting yourself around so that you can join me on our knees. We're going to give the toes a nice stretch. If it's too much for the knees, just rolling the mat over if you want to, completely up to you. Inhale, raising the arms up nice and slowly, relaxing those shoulders away from the ears nicely, just so that the arms aren't too glued to the ears. And whenever you're ready, it's completely up to you how you'd like to take our modified camel. So you can either take the right hand onto the hip and take a lean back, or you can take the hand onto the heel and take a sweep back into your half camel. Good. And whichever you decided, inhale, bring everything back up. And exhale, changing sides. Wonderful. Adding a little bit of flow now as we inhale, lift. Exhale, taking it back. Lovely. Inhale, lift. Exhale. One more on each side as we lift. And exhale. That last one should feel really nice. And exhale. Wonderful. Bring everything back to level, and you can push the hands together now. Relax into the toes as we step the right leg forwards. Nice low lunge position. Arms are above the head. You can take a back bend here if you like, if you really like to release into the lower back. That's completely up to you. Reaching tall, and as you exhale, floating the arms back, taking a hamstring stretch, toes pointing towards the sky. Good. Last round of breath here, inhale and exhale. When you're ready, inhale, rising all the way back up. Low lunge, and as you exhale, changing the legs over, so this time stepping the left leg in front, just making sure the knee and ankle are stacked. And when you're ready, you can exhale, fold back into that hamstring stretch. Remember the breath as you inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Inhale, rising back up. And whenever you're ready, just circling down. So you can face me in a wide leg forward fold. You can adjust as you need, completely up to you. You can even use your cushion or block if you've got one handy. Just beginning to release into the hamstrings. Sort of less regimented with our flow and practice this evening. Just sort of moving how the body wants to move, moving with our own intuition. It's up to you whether you want to take a slightly deeper fold or adjust the legs. This is your practice. This is your time to unwind, your time to let go. Good. Last round of breath here. Inhale and exhale. And gradually just shifting the weight from side to side into the knees. Nice fluid motion. You can take a deeper bend in one side or less of a bend. Wonderful. Last round of breath here. And whenever you're ready, just shifting round to the left-hand side, so you're in that low lunge position. We're going to step it back into a downward facing dog. Take a nice slow pedal with the feet and a breath. Wonderful. If you've got tight hamstrings, just nice soft knees. Last round of breath here. Inhale and your exhale. Inhale slowly as you walk the feet forward, just beginning to cross the feet over as you walk. So it's a nice controlled walk as we come into our ragdoll pose. Completely up to you how you'd like to take it this evening. Maybe it's grabbing hold of opposite elbows and swaying from side to side. Maybe it's that nice long ragdoll. So just find what feels right. Allow that crown of the head to draw towards the floor. Keep the knees as bent as you want them to be. Just try not to overextend. Take that last round of breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up. And as we come into mountain pose, just pushing the palms up above the head. Good. Exhale, circle the hands down, interlacing the fingers behind, soft knees as we open up into the shoulders. Good. Couple rounds of breath here. Inhale and exhale. From here, we're going to release the hands. Inhale, sweep up and forward into a chair pose. Just a nice soft chair, remembering to tuck the tailbone under. And as you inhale, rising up, interlace the fingers and pushing back up again. So nice open chest. Good. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, circle down, interlace the fingers behind, softening into the knees. Let go. Inhale, release the hands and rise. Nice soft chair. One more as we inhale, lift, interlace the fingers, pushing up. Exhale, circle down, interlace the fingers behind and take that shoulder opening posture. Good. Inhale, rise all the way, soft chair. And this time just lengthen up so the arms are parallel. And as you exhale, floating all the way down. Forward fold now. Inhale to lift up and peel up very slightly, and as you exhale, fold. Just continuing with that nice fluid lift and lower. Feel free to close into the eyes. And gradually join me on sitting down onto the mat with feet to the end. So we come into some lying down postures, hands on the shins, rolling back, knees into chest, and gently rock from side to side in circles. Good. Feel free to completely close into the eyes and just listen to the sound of my voice to guide you through these last few moments before our relaxation. We're going to lower the right leg down onto the mat, taking the ankle of the left onto the thigh of the right. So you've got that figure of four shape. Gradually thread the arms through the gaps. You're grabbing hold of behind the back of the right thigh, and see if you can draw the leg towards you slowly, beginning to open up into the hip and hamstring of that left leg. Remember the breath, the inhale and exhale. Notice even though we've done a few postures, we haven't got really warm in our flow, we've managed to create some really nice calming energy this evening. Sometimes yoga practices feel like they have to be a certain way, when really it's about tuning into your own intuition and what feels right in your body. Knowing how to put a little bit of effort or a little bit of ease. Knowing the parts of your body that need care and attention, and other parts where you feel like you want to gain strength or flexibility. Good. Take one more round of breath here. Inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, lower that right leg down. Swapping the legs over this time. So right ankle's coming on left thighs. We thread the arms through. Remember the breath. Take a nice slow inhale and exhale. Let go. Notice the style of breath that you've chosen throughout your practice this evening. Is it a simple inhale and exhale through the nose? Maybe it's a sigh through the mouth, or maybe it's your ujjayi breath, where you're feeling the vibrations in the back of the throat. The mouth is closed. Good. Last round of breath here. As we keep the legs into the air, release them but draw them into a right angle shape. So engage in the core, hands are relaxed by the sides, palms facing down as we shift the knees over to the right hand side. It doesn't really matter which one you decided to do first. Spinal twist, the key here, keep that left shoulder glued, and then you can take the gaze over the left shoulder, so the opposite direction in the way that the knees are going. You might hear a little pop or click, just as the back begins to release. Good. Nice deep inhale and your exhale. Last round of breath here. Inhale and exhale. Gradually draw those knees back to center and change inside, so the opposite side to which you were doing to begin with. You notice the mind's beginning to wander as the breath slows down. Notice the things that you can hear. So just take notice now of things that you can hear in the room. Maybe it's the radiator making a strange sound. Maybe it's cars going past outside, or maybe it's simply nothing. And then just making your way through the senses. What can you see behind the eyes? Is it complete darkness? Is there colour? Do you feel the light trying to get in through the darkness while the eyes are closed? And if there's any thoughts popping into mind, just acknowledge how you're feeling. Maybe you had a stressful day, maybe your day was just okay, or maybe you had a good day. Just take time to recognize, to be present, to be aware. Last round of breath here. And then when you're ready, use that core strength, bring everything back into center, that right angle shape. Engage in the core. And then when you're ready, you can open up into the knees, soles of the feet to the sky. Arms can come on the inside of the body and grab onto the ankles, or if you're particularly flexible, the little toe sides of the feet into happy baby pose. And it's completely up to you whether you'd like to rock from side to side, or maybe you're just taking more of a still happy baby. Completely up to you. Really drawing those knees out and up towards the armpits. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, let go. Try and relax into the shoulders if you can. If you're finding that your shoulders are lifted because you're trying to reach the sides of the feet, try grabbing onto the ankles and allow the shoulders to relax. Good. Last round of breath here, inhale. And as you exhale now, lowering into the legs, reach the arms above the head and just take a nice long stretch, pointing into the toes. And whenever you're ready, we're going to take a nice long savasana. So if you want to grab a blanket or get cozy, have a drink, this is a good time to do so. If you're in savasana, just taking the legs comfortably wide. Hands can be on the belly, by the sides, above the head, whatever feels good for you. Good. I put a little bit of music on. Take a breath, inhale, and your exhale. We're going to start at the toes, just giving a little wiggle into the toes. And as you exhale, just allow them to relax, allow them to flop to the sides, just let them feel heavy. Good. Next round of breath, allow the energy to travel up the thighs, up the legs towards the hips. And whenever you're ready, take that nice slow exhale, relaxing into the glutes. Relax the legs, just allow everything to feel heavy, let go. Relaxing deeper now. Inhale, take the breath up the spine towards the shoulders. And as you exhale, feel that weight that you might have been carrying on your chest before our practice, feel as it gradually begins to lift with every inhale and exhale that you take. Shine some light into the fingers by giving them a little wiggle. Maybe scrunch them into a fist. And as you exhale, release, let go. Last round of breath, taking it up towards the crown of the head. Inhale, and as you exhale, closing fully into the eyes. Relax the jaw, separate the teeth. Just allow the body to feel heavy. And throughout our moment of relaxation now, I'd like you to take an inhale for 3, hold for 4, exhale for 3, until your mind is completely relaxed and you've been able to let go. I'm going to allow you some time now just to enjoy the music or the peace And I'll let you know when we are ready to awaken if you're choosing to do so, but for now, just enjoy. Beginning to bring awareness back into our physical body and allowing the emotional body to rest still. And if you're choosing to do so, moving into the toes and the fingers, moving the head from side to side. Whenever you're ready, you can roll onto your side and just draw yourself up into a comfortable seated position, eyes still closed. Drawing hands into heart center. May we have peace in our hearts, minds and in our souls. And may we remember that with lighter evenings drawing closer, it brings us hope, chance for a new beginning, chance for some sunshine and change. Namaste. And when you're ready, you can lift the head, open into the eyes and bring yourself back into your space. And that, my lovely, is our class for this evening. I hope you enjoyed. I will leave you to rest. And it was lovely flowing with you. And I will see you next time. Love and light. Bye.